car looks very attractive from the outside.
That's an MG, isn't it? Sporty and good values.
It needs a little bit of bling.
They've compromised on the quality.
But it's how it drives that matters.
It's not often that a car manufacturer comes back from the dead, and after all the troubles and history of MG, the firm is about to announce its first new model in 16 years, the MG6.
It's a 5-door hatchback that sits between conventional small family cars like the Ford Focus or Vauxhall Astra and family-sized cars like the Ford Mondeo and Vauxhall Insignia. Initially, it'll only be available as a 1.8-litre turbocharged petrol engine with 158 brake horsepower, but it'll have to compete in an already crowded hatchback market.
So, they've got their work cut out. But what do members of the WhatCar.com reader test team think?
Bigger than I thought. I guess I was expecting something sort of Fiesta-ish size where it's a kind of a fat Focus sized. So yeah, reasonable space. Not a great deal to get excited about, being brutally honest. You know, it's not an inoffensive looking vehicle, but it's how it drives that matters.
I like the look of it from the outside. I think it looks stylish and modern and sporty. On the inside, I think the dash looks a bit cheap. It's got a lot of technical gizmos. Maybe that's good for people who are younger than me, but to me, if I compare it with something like, say, MG from a few years ago, I thought that looked pretty sporty too, but was more tasteful.
I think it'll struggle against the likes of Volkswagen, Ford, certainly against the likes of Audi. I don't think it has a chance. I think it's probably going to have to be aimed at a level below that. I think it'll be interesting for buyers. I think they'll have to come along and assess the car. Like I say, ultimately you need to drive it and decide, does it feel good? But certainly it offers an interesting package.
Well, I like the space very much. There's plenty of it inside. The levels of kit, lots of kit as standard, especially for the price. Unfortunately, it feels a little like they've compromised on the quality. The plastics feel cheap, the design feels a little confused, especially around the dashboard, and also the visibility is appalling.
The styling is good, it's nice and sleek, and it looks different to pretty much any car on the road, the way that they've just got that smooth flowing roofline. It needs a little bit of oomph, it needs a little bit of bling putting on the front of it just to make it a little bit more extrovert.
The MG6 goes into production in March, with the first deliveries to customers starting in April. MG haven't finalised prices, but they're saying to us it's going to be priced between £16,000 and £20,000. Now, we haven't driven the car yet, but we expect to sometime around March.